Hey everyone, of course, welcome to the next edition of Forum Bites. I have a question for you. What does Star Wars and EO membership have in common? On today's video, we're going to answer that question. And yes, it's really important. And yes, I'm talking to you. Luke Skywalker disengages himself from the Force. He sees such catastrophe happening, he thought that running away and disengaging and just totally cutting out the rest of the universe was the only way he could actually survive the situation, the only way to save everyone that he loves. And it takes someone like Rey to actually travel to the other end of the universe to remind him that engagement is how we get through this thing together. Star Wars is about everyone coming together and everyone plays their part to help everyone get through it. Does it sound familiar? The one thing I'm trying to do is remind people that disengaging right now is not the way to survive this catastrophic events that we're facing globally in business, in our family and personal lives, in our forums and in our chapters. Do you say, no, I'm in the hospitality industry. My first gut reaction is cut everything out. Cut out everything that's not essential. Cut everyone out except for my family and my business so I can survive. And that will be the worst thing I could ever do. But it's the first feeling that I've got. And what we have to do as EO members is make sure that everyone is as engaged as they can be. Because sometimes the people who are the loudest are the people who are actually under the most pressure. Sometimes the people who are the most quiet are the people who are under the most control. And the thing we have to do is we cannot assume anything, because the one thing I've learned with human nature, with being in EO, especially with myself, is that if you get a negative thought in your head and it continually rattles around in there, you get a negative loop. And then people do strange things. My moderator actually saved my life by asking the right question at the right time. And I do mean literally saved it. That's a whole nother video in itself. The one thing I want to do is remind everyone that we're in this together. We are all facing our own unique problems. But our job as EO members is to make sure that no one faces them alone. Because if we all come together, we can get through this. But it takes us stepping up and engaging together. Now, how can you do that, apart from engaging with your forum? And I know a lot of EO members are talking to their forum members today. I've got my forum meeting in around about 8 minutes, and I'm doing a virtual meeting now. But what I'm doing is for example, on the way home, I'm calling an EO member. I don't care what EO member it is. I don't even care if I've met them before. And I ring them up just to say, how are you going? Not how are you going in business. Not how are you going in anything financial. Usually their forum and everyone else can take care of that. I just want to know how you are going. Because I want to make sure that when we come through this together, all of us come through together. And I don't want to lose anyone. And I want to be able to make sure that I'm doing as much as I can to engage as many people as I can to help us through. Another way, of course, to actually engage with members is when you're doing your virtual meetings, make it a little bit more visually entertaining. What I mean by that is I actually had a conversation on Same Page just recently, like about 2 hours ago, concerning how do you do lifelines? How do you get a new member integrated into a forum virtually? It's a bit difficult. What I suggested was, how about you do your lifeline in pictures? So for the new member, when they come in, they have to show, for example, where they were born, they have to show a photo of themselves as a baby. Where they grew up, show the house they grew up in, or the first car they got, or the first business they got, or a photo of their first child, or anything else that is critical in their life. Show a photo as you're talking about it. And the other members of the forum could even bring along their own photos. You could pick a subject. You could pick, you must bring along a photo of you as a baby, and we all have to guess what age it is. Or we all have to bring along a photo of our very first car, and we all have to pick whose was the worst. And those type of engaging ways of delivering the same message. Because engaging in different ways, stepping up and engaging is going to be critical for everyone, including you. If I had not been saved by my moderator, if I had not stepped up now, I would not be in the position I am now, even though my first inclination is to withdraw. We are going to be going through a very difficult time, and Carrie from EO has just put an outstanding video up. I'll put the link in the actual description just so you know, so you can catch that video, what's happening behind the scenes with EO. And this communication and stepping up into leadership, stepping into communication is going to be critical for us all getting through. Because as I said, I don't want to lose any of you. So I want to leave you with a question. As we're facing this very difficult time in our EO and business and personal lives, are you Luke, who's going to isolate themselves, or are you Ray, who's going to step up and bring everyone together? I know who I am. Now, as always, if anyone's got any questions whatsoever, please leave them in the comments section. I've opened up the forum for Forum Bites. You want to chat about anything? I'm there. If you have wanted any question about any more videos, please in the comments, and I'll be able to pull them together with whatever forum committee that I work with. I'm doing some interviews very soon to bring you as much information and positive news as I possibly can. But if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Just hit that subscribe button now. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.